I created 3 looks using the Natasha Denona Biba Palette, this neutral palette that she came up with in this video. I hope this is going to be look number 2, and I have created 2 more, and I'm showing you step by step how to get these looks. I love this palette, it's so versatile. And I think after this one, she came up with this one maybe a few months ago. She came out with the Sunrise palette and like a few other mini palettes afterwards. But this is just so useful. You can create everyday looks using this. You can create glam looks for nights, date night looks, and whatever, every type of look that you need, you can create it using this eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadows are so pigmented in this one. With the shimmer ones, I prefer using my fingers, and especially I use the shimmers in the middle of my lids. I prefer to have like a nice, good impact right there, and these shimmers just give you that perfectly. And also the mattes are amazing as well. I think they're all pressed pigments, if I'm not mistaken. That's why they are like quite punchy, but easy to blend as well. So they were so easy to work with. You'll see in the tutorials. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the looks. Okay, let's get into the first look. I'm gonna be taking this beautiful Tusk shade here to prime our lids first. I'm taking it with a big fluffy brush like this, and just working it in all over our eyelids. Now going in with a crease brush, I'm going to take this beautiful mustard shade called Prairie over here and work this into the crease. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. I just want to leave it like this. And next up, we're going to be using this beautiful buff shade over here. This one there. And I'm taking a bit more precise crease brush for this, and I'm gonna try and work this in a more precise area. Again in the crease, on the parts that we used the previous shade, but a bit more detailed. We want the previous shade to show up in our crease as well. So we're trying to achieve a gradient look in this one. The eyeshadows are such good quality that I don't even have to do much. They basically blend themselves. Now we're going back to the previous shades, the Prairie shade that we used. And we're gonna blend the buff shade that we applied just over here. We don't want this beautiful mustard colored color to disappear. And we're gonna go into this Pasha shade now. I'm just gonna cover my lower eyelids with this color. Now we're gonna go back to that beautiful mid shade that we used, the one called Buff, that one again. And going back to the Prairie shade again, once again blending it all together. I'm taking that very dark, the darkest shade that we use on our upper lids, on this tiny flat brush, and I'm just gonna make a very thin line under my eye. Taking that Prairie shade underneath and using it to blend the dark shade that we just applied. Now you can totally leave it up like this and use some false lashes or just a mascara, and you could be done. But I like adding a bit of shimmer in the middle of my lids usually, and I'm gonna be taking for that this beautiful Monroe shade here. It It has like a pinkish golden undertone to it, and it's beautiful. I'm just taking my finger for this and placing this right in the middle of my eyelid. Now that there's not much product left on my finger, I'm just blending the edges. Such a beautiful color. Look at that reflection. Look at the difference. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be taking this nice shine shade here. It's like a nice champagne shade. I'm going to use my little finger for this. And just gonna stamp it right in my inner corners. I'm gonna be adding some false lashes and I'll be back in a bit. Okay guys, so this is the first look. Another day, another look. We're gonna move on to look number 2 using the Natasha Denona Biba Palette. We're gonna start with using the Prairie shade again, this one. We're gonna be taking a fluffy brush and applying it into our crease. This time, instead of bringing it down and meeting it at the corner here, I am dragging it out. We're gonna attempt a soft V look. Now I'm gonna take a fluffy blush, sorry, not a blush, brush, and I'm gonna take this beautiful tusk shade here and use that to blend the edges of the Prairie shade that we've used. I'm gonna take this seed shade here, this beautiful brown shade. It's like a cool brown shade. I guess this is after the black one, this is the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm gonna try and do the exact same thing, but in a more detailed way, so that the Prairie shade seeks through. So I'm just gonna place this right in the crease again, but will not blend it too further out. Very nice. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. We will blend this, don't worry. I'm gonna go back to that Prairie shade again and really lightly blend them into each other. See how we left the movable part of the lids blank? That's the point. Now I'm gonna be taking the same seed shade that we applied, sorry, this one, and I'm gonna attempt a V, like a cat eye look, but with a shadow instead of using an eyeliner. I'm gonna start with the right eye. We're gonna try and connect the shadow that we placed over here with the corner of our eye to complete our cat's eye look. And lastly, what we're gonna do is basically we frame the eyes right now. We're gonna be using the black eyeshadow here called Spot, this one, and gonna go over the eyeliner. Gonna go back to the brush I used that brown shade called Seed with. Didn't put any more product on it, I'm just going to use it to blend. And finally, we're going to be using this shine shade over here to complete the look. Right here, I took some on my finger. And for the lower lashes, I'm going to take the same Prairie shade. I'm gonna use the brown shade that we used, Seed, this one here. I'm gonna try and keep this closer to the lashes. I'm gonna take the same Shine shade and use it as my inner corner highlights. Really nice. So bright and so pigmented. I love it. I'm gonna apply false lashes and a mascara, and we'll be back. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I used the Nars Climax mascara and some false lashes, and this is the finished look. Hey guys, we're now going for look number 3. I prepared the base again. In each of these looks, by the way, I'm using the same products, so the base is exactly the same. I'm going to be listing down all these products down below in the description box. First off, we're going to start with this beautiful transition shade called Freckle. I'm just going to work this into the crease to start with. I'm gonna move on to this beautiful brick, like a brick red orange type of color. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm just gonna work this in to the crease. And then I'm gonna take the same shade, buff shade that we used, and then gonna place it inside, like inside the eyes as well, as you will see, just here. Now I'm gonna try and deepen up this halo effect on the eye a little bit more using this beautiful Pasha shade over here, this one. Shade called Seed here. Now for the middle of the eyelids, I'm gonna take this beautiful green bronzy shade called Rustic. Loving it. And then I think I want a little bit like lightness right in the middle of my eyes. I'm gonna take the shade called Monroe, this one here, with a clean finger, not this one. I'm just gonna place it right in the middle for a bit more shine. Yes, please. Now we're gonna take the initial blending brush and then just go over everything. For under the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and take the buff shade again. precise brush, I'm going to take the beautiful shade Pasha, this one. Great, and for my waterline, I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon. It's this one here, it's in the shade Fine Wine. I just like that, it gives like a pop of color there. For my inner corner highlights, I'm gonna again take that Monroe shade that we used. And I'm just gonna highlight my inner corners like so. Great, and then I'm gonna put on some lashes and mascara, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, here we go guys, this is the finished third look. I hope you enjoyed these tutorials. I hope it gave you some inspiration, some ideas on how to use the palettes you have at home, or if you have the Biba palette, how to use that palette. I hope you really enjoyed this, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It helps yours truly a lot. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!